Words appear. Whose blind life is it anyway? Present, in association with Sterling Creation, Dining with Donna. Sponsored by VIP Tech.
Hey, hello there. It's Donna J. Jodhan, your host of the Dining with Donna show. I am no chef. I do not pretend to be a chef, and I do not have the reputation to be a chef. Nor am I a culinary artist, and I don't pretend to be one. But what I am is someone who loves to play in the kitchen, who loves to create by myself with others, and I love to learn from others about recipes that I can share with you, share with others, and as long as you are happy to listen in, you will hear my audio descriptions of these, as well as receive or be able to fetch texture versions of this. And I thank my very good friend Victor Guvia for having allowed me to be with you every week. You know, cooking is a great way to relax, recharge, regurgitate, to create, to do all kinds of things. And I do a lot of my cooking on the weekend when downtime is there. Sometimes I may cook during the week if I feel like it, but on the whole, I love to cook on the weekends. And it doesn't matter what season it is. Well, my favorite season to cook really are the fall and the winter, when I spend more time indoors cooking, and then I get to experiment with my friends and my family, or even on myself. Some of my recipes come out fine, some of them not so fine, but that's okay. Try and try and try until it is satisfactory to you. So what do I have in store this week for you? Let's see what I pulled out of my cupboard. I pulled out this recipe because I think despite the season being over, you might enjoy this recipe. It's deep fried strawberries, okay? Let's have a go at this. So what are the implements that you would need? Of course, mixing bowls, an egg beater, measuring cups, measuring spoons, and a fondue pot, a blender, and of course paper towels. All right, I always tell you, have paper towels on hand. You never know if you would need them for a spill, for a mess, to wipe your hands. All right, so are you ready? And again, I'm going to say your measuring cups, they could be the regular types of measuring cups. You don't need to spend additional money on measuring cups for blind and visually impaired persons. You can use measuring cups otherwise, because they come in sets of 1 cup, 3/4 cup, half cup, and a 1/4 cup. So you don't really need to spend additional money. Okay? Are you ready to take flight? Here we go. The ingredients that you will need are 1 quart of strawberries, 1 beaten egg, right? 1 cup of milk. Now the milk could be, 2%, 1%, anything that you want, okay? 1/4 cup of sugar. 1 tablespoon of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1½ cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a dash of salt, and I am about ready to tell you how to mix these. Hold on a second. Okay. let's see how you do this. Wait, you also, I almost forgot this one. You need some whipped cream or powdered sugar. Okay? So, ready to take flight? You first clean your strawberries and leave them whole and set aside in a mixing bowl. So clean them, leave them whole, and set aside in a mixing bowl. Okay? And you combine your egg, your milk, your sugar, and your butter, and your vanilla, and blend them well in your blender. Okay? Combine all of these and blend them well in your blender. And you add your flour, your baking powder, and your salt. Then you heat your oil in a pot, fondue pot, at 375 degrees. Heat your oil in the fondue pot at 375 degrees. And spare your strawberries and dip them in the batter, right? And cook them in the fondue pot for 45 seconds. So what I would suggest is that you spare your strawberries, like, stick each of them, drop them gently into your fondue pot. No, first you stick your strawberries, dip them into the batter. Make sure that they're all covered. Each of them is covered with the batter. And then drop them gently into the fondue pot for 45 seconds. I think this way it's a safer way. Again, let me just tell you. Stick each of your strawberries with a fork or a skewer, and I'm going to add this to the list of implements that you would need, and then dip them into the batter. Make sure that they are well covered with the batter. Make sure they swirl around in the batter. Make sure it's well covered, and then gently put into your fondue pot for 45 seconds. Okay? Then you dip. When you take it out of the fondue pot, you dip it into the whipped cream or powdered sugar, whichever you choose to have. Okay? So there are 3 things you need to do. First, you spare your strawberries, dip into the batter, right? Then put into your fondue pot for 45 seconds, and then dip again into that mixture of powdered sugar or whipped cream. Okay? That's it for the deep fried strawberries. I like this recipe personally, and I like it during the month of October because I think it's a refreshing recipe. It's a nice recipe, and you can serve it. It goes a long way when you're serving it as an appetizer. Okay, I have 2 little tips for you. One, if you are cooking anything, I think the safest temperature to cook it on is on medium. Don't go too high, don't go too low. And as far as temperatures are concerned, it's probably best or safest to cook or bake anything on 350 degrees. That is my experience. So what do I have for you for this week? Well, before I go on to that, don't forget to send me your thoughts, your feedback, your suggestions, and your comments to Ask Donna on blindlife@gmail.com. AskDonnablife@gmail.com. All right? And I hope Victor is listening in. Victor, give this one a try and see how your family likes this one. Okay? Right. Let me see what I have in my files for this week. For as far as some little tip for you. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. If you want to prevent a boil over, add a lump of butter or a few teaspoons of oil, okay, to your cooking, to the water and to your rice as you're boiling it, or noodles or spaghetti or pasta. If you do this, it will not boil over and it will not stick together. Okay, let me just say this again. If you're boiling spaghetti, noodles, or rice, add a lump of butter or a few teaspoons of oil, and you are assured that it would not boil over or it would not stick together in the case of noodles and spaghetti. You want to know about more tips of this type? Please send an email to askdonna@blindlife@gmail.com, or there are textual versions that are provided for this show that you will get the textual versions. Okay? I hope that everyone had a good listening in today. I want to thank each and every one of you for having come in to listen to me. I want to thank you very, very much. Have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. I hope you're doing something very interesting and exciting for today or this week. Fall is here, so let's enjoy, because you know what comes after fall? The holiday season. Great then. Thank you very much. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.
You can catch Dining with Donna Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific on Whose Blind Life Is It Anyway?